After watching this video, you will know how to edit the header and footer of a page in a Word document. The examples that I will show you are all for the header, but the application for the footer is the same. To activate the header and footer area, we need to double-click into the blank top part or the bottom part of the page. If we successfully activated the area, the content text will pale and a dotted line will be visible. Now we can start editing this area the same way we learned to edit the main document area. So we can, for example, insert text and edit the text through the Home tab. When we go back to the Design tab of the Header and Footer tools and open the Header dropdown, we can furthermore choose from some design ideas. And if we don't like our current header, we can remove it by clicking on the Remove option. We can also insert the objects that are shown here, but of course we can insert all the objects from the Insert tab too, so the editing of the header content should be very familiar to you. But let's now look at the formatting of the header area. First of all, we can change the spacing in the section called Position. This spacing will determine where the text is positioned inside the header area, and if we make the spacing value very high, the content text will be pushed down. The next thing we can decide is whether we want a header content on the first page or if we want to make the first page different. A cover page, for example, usually doesn't contain a header text, so we could set a check mark for different first page to have an empty header on the first page. The header on the other pages would still remain the same. Then we can also decide if we want to differentiate between odd and even pages. This is often used when it comes to writing a book. You might have noticed that the header of the left page of some books usually contains the first level heading, and the header of the right page usually contains a subheading. This can easily be achieved with different headers for odd and even pages. So these are the formatting options for the header. When we are done with editing the header area, we can deactivate it by double-clicking into the content area of the document. Note that if we change the header on one page, the changes will be applied to all pages. Later in the course, you will learn how to create different headers on multiple pages.